Starbucks is a coffee place, in case you didn't know. I need to let you know because the workers there, the employees at Starbucks, seem to think it's NASA or this amazing SpaceX or Tesla or some amazing place that is making amazing things. They make coffee. That's it. That's what they do. You come in, you give them your dumb name, you fucking wait, and some dummy back there takes your money, and then another dummy makes your coffee and puts it up there, and you as a dummy goes and picks it up. That's Starbucks. Nothing amazing going on in there. And by that, I mean nothing that anyone of average or below average IQ off the street can go in, get a 10-minute lesson on anything to do in there. The register, making the coffee, a barista, the coffee maker, and not do just as good a job in, maybe after a few missteps, maybe a whole day. You get 10 minutes training, a day of doing it, and then the next day you come in, you are just as good as anyone else that has worked there for fucking 10 years. And the employees seem to think that they are so irreplaceable and so amazing in their making of coffee and taking of money, or just, you do it yourself now. Tap or put the chip in or swipe. So they don't even have to count the fucking change out anymore. A blithering idiot off the street can do any job that any Starbucks employee is doing. So they're getting a little pissy because Starbucks has made the mistake over the course of the years of hiring liberal douchebags. And yet, look, it's a beginner job. Just like McDonald's, it's no better than you're fucking flipping burgers at McDonald's or shoving fries in the thing, the fried thing. No better, Wendy's. And they just think so much of themselves. And it's a young person's job. You're a young person. You're more apt to be liberal because you're still stunad. And you go to work there, and then they get you all pumped up. We should be making more money. You want more money? Leave Starbucks. Go somewhere else where they'll pay you more money because you're doing more important work or harder work. Starbucks is for dumb high school kids and first-year college kids that need a few bucks for some fucking booze and weed on the weekend. You're not feeding your family, housing and clothing your family on a Starbucks salary. That's the way it is. They don't understand this. And it's so reminiscent. I remember in high school, even though I'm only a junior high school graduate, I do remember in high school, one day, some students just decided that we were going to sit out class. We were going to have a sit-in, man, because we wanted to smoke. We wanted to be able to smoke in a smoking lounge in the school or in the one of the atriums in the middle of the school outside or something. And we're like, we're not getting up till we can smoke. It's so juvenile. It's so immature. It's so naive. You're not thinking about anything like insurance. The school, imagine how much more insurance the school would have to pay if they actually allowed their students to smoke. Now, I know there were a few schools I heard of, I never saw, never attended, but a few that actually had allowed students to smoke. And I would assume these are 18-year-old seniors because it was illegal to smoke at younger than 18. But I'm still from the school of thought that you can't smoke in school. And there's reasons for that. Health reasons. You get lung cancer, and now you're suing the school for allowing you to smoke. There's all kinds of legitimate reasons. And you want to smoke? Go off somewhere, off the school grounds for a few minutes and smoke a cigarette. But we're like, no, man, we want to smoke, man. And they told us, if you don't get your asses back to class, you're failing the class. And, well, we want to smoke, man. We got up and went back to class. Because we didn't understand the reality of a school allowing children to smoke. All right? We do now. And the Starbucks situation is very similar. The Starbucks situation, very similar. They're in there. They get one of these idiots gets this harebrained scheme that they want to make more money and have a union contract. And, they think they're fucking working at a construction site. They're doing important, heavy work. You make coffee and you watch people swipe their fucking credit card and tell them, thank you. That's your job. So the truth of the matter is you're not getting anything more. Starbucks will just fire you. You won't have this, unionized companies. The fear of a strike is that if they fire the striking workers, then out of unity, every other worker at every other one of your facilities also goes on strike. So you got a trucking company, they ship a certain route, they're on strike, they want more money, they want benefits, whatever it is, and the company goes, well, we'll fire all of you. So then the Teamsters union running the truckers puts out a thing going, well, they're fucking our brothers down here at this trucking company. So the United States of America will not have truck deliveries. Now the company's going to go, oh, fuck. You think Starbucks baristas are going to unite and strike at every Starbucks location because a couple of dummies decided they're going to play fucking Brockovich, whatever her name was, and be big union organizers? Dummies. Let's watch. And boy, their appearance does not disappoint. They look exactly like you'd imagine.
What do we want? Contract. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Contract. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Contract. When do we want?
We need to be paid more. It's ridiculous, like what we have to go through as workers. We're telling Starbucks that they need to invest in us and they need to come back to the bargaining table so we can get a contract and we can be back at work.
Startup wages. Uninstalling. Union busting.
What's that wages?
Startup wages.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. And Starbucks brought it all on themselves. They've been this liberal douchebag company for a long time. Remember when the cops came in to kick out a couple of homeless people that were utilizing the Starbucks bathroom and saying they were waiting for somebody or whatever it was, and they had them removed, and Starbucks got all pissed off and said, no, we're opening our bathrooms now. Anyone who wants to come in and sit and wait for a friend, they don't even have to buy anything. They could sit at our tables. They can use the bathroom. And it was a complete clusterfuck of the usual suspects, drug addicts, violent homeless people, people that haven't showered in months, walking past you while you're trying to enjoy your croissant and fucking mochaccino. And they were like, they quietly put the kibosh on that one after a little bit of time because you can't run a business that way. And again, it's a starter job. You don't demand more pay. You get a better job. That's what happened. We've all worked at shitty little jobs. Imagine I worked there at Chicago Pizza Pub in New York, oddly enough, out on Long Island, washing dishes while I was in high school. Imagine saying to the boss, yeah, I need a living wage from you. I need more than $2.50 an hour because I plan on having a family and buying a house and a car. And you're like, what? Yeah, leave. Get your fucking ass out of here. I got 20 more dishwashers lined up that'll take $2 an hour. And that's what Starbucks is, and McDonald's and Burger King and all the other fast food chains. They're beginner jobs. And for these idiots to demand a living wage, they have no motivation. There's no motivation to go out and actually improve yourself. The fact that you'd want to be slinging KFC for the rest of your life and trying to strong arm KFC to pay you enough for a house and a car and a family, you out of your fucking mind? But that's what they do. And that girl seemed a little off, didn't she? Didn't she seem a little off? Like she's going to put on that helmet and get on the short bus to go back home from Starbucks, from her big protest. Good for her.